Recolors being creative and original. Okay, you see this? This picture of Red Sonic took me at least, or this recolor took me at least 2 to 3 minutes. Something that is truly creative and original takes about a day, a week. Depends on how much effort you want to put into it. It takes a long freaking time. It took me nearly 5 months to write my novel, Prince of the Dam. 5 months. Wait. January, February, March, April, June. Yeah, 5 months to write that story. From beginning to end, because I had to think and plan on what was going to transpire next. The same goes for comic books. It takes a long freaking time to actually draw a comic book. A month at the utmost, depending on how much time of your day you put into making that comic book. Like if you spend from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the afternoon working on an originally devised, planned out, and constructed comic book or manga, it'll take you a couple of weeks or maybe a month or two to create it, depending on how much time you put into it. But this whole thing with recolors and using frames from episodes in Sonic X or Sonic CD in your little animated features, that's not, it's effortless, really. Yeah. And again, if you try to pawn that off as your own while submitting it to an animation studio or comic book publisher, you're gonna get hammered badly. And this is practically the longest rant I've done, but hey, I wanted to get some points across. And again, the only way they'd be accepted is if you, again, made a deal with Sega, saying, hey, I want to create my own series using the Sonic franchise. They'd probably give you the okay, but you have to have some experience under your belt first. Mostly. From what I understand from asking to use some material from Square Enix, they don't make deals unless you have some experience under your belt, have an agent or so forth, unless you're with allied with a business partner of theirs, excuse me. And that's the only way that would work. Now granted, if you make those fancies with the Sonic X frames for fun, that's dandy. Just don't have Sonic Team or TMS Entertainment, the creators of Sonic X. Take note of that, because, or even with the former, or the first few episodes of Bloodshot and Blitz, if those were seen by a TMS Entertainment or Sonic Team, well, again, those two would get chewed out simply for passing those series off as their own with those frames. And that's how the copyright's violated if they use these screenshots from Sonic X as scenes for a supposed or said quote-unquote original series. It's that simple. Here's how it works. See, like with my series Radical Crusade, I put in a different backstory for Rad and Spike, even though they're hedgehogs, anthropomorphic hedgehogs. Like, they live in a forest that's protected by magical fairies who sealed an evil spirit away, who then is released and by the princess, of course, and seeks to wreak havoc over the world all over again. So now it's up to Rad, Spike, and a couple of her friends to save the Earth. Now, here's where plagiarism goes in hand. with my series Invasion, or what it was, and it being like Invader Zim, from the fact that Zemion nearly destroyed his own planet, was exiled to Earth, and was partnered up with a little robot sidekick named, oh, let's see, what did I name him? Oh yeah, Gub. That's plagiarism. Why? Because I took the same thing that was done in Zim and tried in a feeble attempt to put it in a more quote-unquote original series. It's basically what's being done here with these recolors.